and Groom. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to get you started by giving you a walk on. Now, you are the audience, the camera, okay, and we're going to walk to you from the corners of the room. This means you're going to enter from the back, probably where the DJ is or off the side of the floor. Now, you're going to have a choice probably to walk from the camera, which is basically where the audience is sitting. But right now, we're going to give you one to walk onto the floor toward the audience so that people can get pictures of you as well. Okay, so you're going to have choices through all this. So let's get started. First and foremost, whenever you're walking onto the floor, whichever side the audience is going to, okay, is facing, we want the bride closest to the audience, okay, side, forward, and front. So we want to make sure she's being shown off. Now, gentlemen, what I want you to understand is this. You're just guiding her. Do not pull your bride onto the floor. Not a good thing. So we're going to take her by the hand underneath, okay? Right hand, gentlemen's going to go down to the side, and we're behind you as you walk onto the floor. Cool? Now, when you walk onto the floor, ladies, you're actually going to either hold your dress or hold your hand out to the side or wave to the audience like you're the princess coming onto the floor. Cool? And you just show off your ring. That'd be nice. And so you want to look at the audience, you want to look at the floor, just kind of look around, say hello, look at each other if you like, and just come around, and you make a nice big walk around. You don't have to kind of close up. Show off. You've earned this, right?
Parade.
This is your parade. This is your day. So you go to close position, whatever that may be, two-step, waltz, nightclub, whatever it may be, you want to kind of go right up to close wherever you want to on the floor. Cool? And this is with your dance. Now, if you do this with your parents, you can do the same thing coming onto the floor. Cool? Now, one other way you can actually come onto the floor, instead of holding her hand, okay, gentlemen, all you're really doing, ladies are kind of doing the same thing, is going to an interlock, okay? Like so. And this is quite popular, all right? The other one's a little bit more formal, which is cool, but you take a hand to the side or behind, either way, all right? And the ladies, you do the same thing. Either grab your dress, depending on what you're wearing, cool? You walk onto the floor, lead her out, gentlemen, you take your spot, she comes around a nice big circle, and you go underneath the arm. Cool. Now, real quickly, when you're going into position, ladies, when you are wearing something, you gotta kind of, you know this, when you're wearing something, you gotta have a reach. If your reach is only so far, you need to let him know that, so he doesn't pull and rip something in your dress. Cool? If you're dancing with a head piece on, okay, gentlemen, be sure you're not looking at the floor when you're doing an underarm turn or anything, because basically it needs to cover and clear the hair and the ornament or whatever it is on top of her hair.
So this is very important to think about even before you get to the stage of looking at how you're going to enter and exit, because you're going to want to think about that as you're going through the program and deciding on which elements of the dance you're going to actually do.
Right. You want to communicate, but you don't want to divulge too much, ladies. We know that, so we'll make sure that you understand. Even if you have to, after you're married and you're going on to the dance, you can actually say, all right, I'm limited so far. But you practice for that, okay? You practice for that. And the other thing is, ladies, if you're wearing a dress that's very long, gentlemen, you need to be aware of this. You're going to actually keep your feet flatter to the floor than taking steps like this, so you can easily step onto the lady's dress, and that wouldn't be good either. Cool? All right? So just little tidbits and hints there for you. Now, you notice how we came onto the floor here? Yeah? Now, we're going to go to the opposite side, and we're going to do the same thing. But this time, she's to the right because she's over here to the next to the audience. Cool? And so you just take the same thing, the hand. The ring is on this side, which is even better, okay? And the hand goes behind to the side for the gentleman. And it's, ladies, the same thing for the right-hand side. Dress or just princess wave. Cool? So you walk onto the floor, take your spot, gentlemen, and you walk around. Again, you're going to walk all the way to the spot you're dancing, depending on the size of your floor. Yeah? You present your hand, you go right underneath, and there you go. Whatever it is that you're planning on doing. Now,
and I was just going to pop in there and say, if you're looking at this also for the mother-son dance.
Correct.
So if the son's bringing the mother in, you can just do a condensed version of that. You know, she might not want to parade as much.
Yes.
You're still just bringing her around and entering into the floor.
Exactly. And fathers and daughters, same thing, you know. This is a big dance.
The daughter's still going to be the bride. So.
Right, true that. True that. So, but you bring it around the floor and make sure that you actually are just presenting the party that you're with. So it makes it nice. And again, it's up to us leaders, okay, gentlemen, you're going to move across the floor and you want to be sure that you're actually giving the polished look that she needs and deserves. Cool? All right? Now, that's coming toward you, the audience. You're the camera. You're the audience. Cool? Now, when we go forward, that's one thing. Now, when you're coming through the tables, you're being called from the DJ, whoever's playing for you. Maybe you're called to do your dance, and you're coming toward us, which we are the floor, okay? you're mingling through the tables, you can have the same setup, just depends on which one you want, right or left, it does not matter. Same thing coming in from the side of the front corner also, okay? And just know this, you're going to be practicing this so you won't be as nervous. You're always going to be nervous. One thing I want you to understand, dealing with a lot of waiting couples, breathe, breathe, and do not lock your legs, okay? Relax your knees a little bit, feel good about what you're doing, okay? And then go at it. You've been practicing this, all right? So that is your walk-on, little tidbits, little hints that'll help you along the way, and just have fun, okay? We'll be right back with another component.